farm. The chickens are over here investigating the little duck coop where the babies were. They all managed to escape somehow. I think they were aided and abetted by my kids. Over here there's a wild rabbit. Spring has sprung, y'all. He's hopping around. There he goes. There's baby ducklings out by the pond with their mama. Here comes the bunny. Oh, and it's behind the tree and it's running. And then down here, zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's Cinnamon and her baby ducky. He's not a duck. He just thinks he is. She hatched him out. The only thing he doesn't do with her is go in the pond. So Cinnamon with her confused baby. Species confused baby. I've named him Ducky because he wants to be a duck so bad. And he follows her everywhere. He's the only one that hatched out of the whole nest. All the duck eggs she had. She had 1 or 2 chicken eggs and he hatched out. So she's happy because she has a baby. The other ducks are not fooled though. They know he's an imposter and they snip at him every chance they get. Dot over here though, she has a whole trail following her. Look at her with all her baby ducks. I managed to catch her in the cage day before yesterday and I had her in there. Unfortunately though, she has managed an escape and all of her little ducklings with her. They can pop in and out of the fence, so I wasn't expecting it to keep them, but somehow she got out without opening the doors and without any thumbs. So I'm thinking she was abated by a teenager. Aided and abetted, baby. And so yeah, I hope she can keep them all alive. She had between 12 and 14 day before yesterday. So they're kind of camouflaged in the tall grass, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 today. Yep, I got 13, so that's about the right number. They move a lot, so it's really hard to know for sure. And there's Daddy Gandalf wagging his tail. He likes to see his offspring. And there's Cinnamon and Ducky and Erwin. Erwin's a little feisty. Oh, there goes the bunny rabbit again. Oh, and oh, there's another rabbit chasing it. And they're going around the bend. So yeah, spring has sprung on the Crosby farm, y'all. If you're interested in chicks, I had started a hatch yesterday. So we'll have some chicks soon. If you're interested, I've got a barnyard mix of leghorns and Easter eggers and olive eggers. And there's a couple Rhode Island Reds left that are contributing to the hatch. So we shall see when they come out. It's hard to say which one's the mama, the daddy, or whatever, because you know how chickens are. They just all lay in one nest and hatch them out whenever. And Dot is not happy that the chickens have come into her baby's house and taken over, and they're trying to eat up all the food and water and everything. And she's like, wait a minute, this is not your place. Get out of here. This is our place. Of course, chickens don't care. They just go wherever the food is. They're not supposed to be eating that food because it is medicated. I tried to get the unmedicated, but they were out. So all they had at Stone's was the medicated this go round. So I ended up buying the medicated. But you can see the babies popping right through the fence to go in there and eat what they want. And the mama duck, if they push her, she will go in there and run every one of them hens out. And she'll start hissing and get angry with them. Here in a minute, we might see a standoff. She's like, no, y'all go on in there and eat what you want. And the hens are like, what? I like to do their voices sometimes. It entertains me. We call it chicken TV around here. Chicken and duck TV. You can sit back in a rocker and just watch them go to town. They're crazy. It's better than Jerry Springer, y'all. They go after each other. Don't know which one's the mama, which one's the daddy. Look got species confused ducks. It's a madhouse. And these are just the animals, not even the teenagers. Teenagers are in the house, sleeping and eating and playing on the internet, I'm sure. But yeah. So we've got Muscovy ducklings, which I'm really happy about, and I hope she can protect them good enough from the hawks. That's why I set them up out here, so that they would have a little roof over them and everything like that, but somehow or another she got out. I'll have to speak to the teenagers about that. And let them know if she's in the cage, the babies will stay close and not run off. Watch, she's going back for the babies. Oh, wait a minute, you hens. Don't you peck at my babies. They just pop through the fence. I'll put some more food out in a minute and run all the chickens off. And then her and the babies will come over and eat. They've already eaten once this morning, so really there's not much left for the chickens. But yeah, that's what's going on here at the Crosby house. Oh, and I do have a bunch of goodies I'm going to be selling this Saturday. I've got some roosters for sale too, by the way. Let me see if I can show you the roos that I've got. I've got a couple Araucana, that gray one there, and then I've got a couple Leghorn. And honestly, I think the pinstripe one there is a mix between a rare one that I used to have, named Ezekiel, and I can't remember what he was. I'll have to look it back up in the, because I had gotten him from that hatchery that's real popular when I first ordered my big order. And I had to get like 25 minimum. I can't remember the name. McMurray. That's it. Murray McMurray hatchery. I had gotten this one rooster that was a rare breed that they had included in the box with all my hens I'd ordered. So I'm going to be selling those for $20. The Araucana maybe for $25. Because they make nice broody chickens. He's the gray one there. I've got 3 more in the barn or running around foraging. I wanted to show y'all some of my goodies that I have that are going to be on sale this Saturday at the church store. These are my irises, and they're gorgeous. They're white and purple. Let me show you. These ones haven't fully opened yet, but aren't they pretty? They're so pretty. They're opening up better now. Yeah, you can kind of see them a little bit better. Aren't they pretty? I'm going to have to look up the name of those. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then here I've got some onions and some carrots. All that good stuff. I've also got some peas that I've planted and some Cherokee wax beans. There's a few Roma tomatoes in there. Over here I've got some Alaskan peas, a couple of broccoli and cabbage plants that are finishing off, and I'm letting them go to seed so that my butterflies will have something to feed on. And I've got loads of tomatoes everywhere, all over the place. I've got some more figs over there starting. And over here, this is my first time trying out, there's some more figs here in the 1 gallon. I'm trying out some coffee Arabica. I want to try it out and see how it does. And I've got some morning glories I'm going to have to plant soon. There's another, what do you call that, angel trumpet. And I'm letting these onions go to seed as well. Over here you can see some of my broccoli is going to seed, and the bees just love it. Let me circle around so you can see it a little bit better. See, the bees are all over it. They love the flowers, and so do the butterflies. So I'm going to let those go to seed, and they'll drop broccoli seed everywhere, and that's fine. It'll come up in the winter, hopefully. And then there's more over here. It makes your carrots taste better, so I'm just going to let it come to seed because they were too small to head up in time. I've got to weed out the rattlesnake weed, but the bees like it. So until I have something else to plant there, I'm going to let them have enjoy the pollen and stuff that it produces. Then over here, my kiwi. Look at my kiwi. It's doing so good. It's got little baby kiwis on it. You see them? They're teeny tiny. Little baby kiwis. I'm so excited. I'll actually get some fruit off of it this year, I think. I need to put some more mulch around it because it's looking a little bare. I've got black-eyed peas down here, Cherokee wax beans, and some Abe Lincoln tomatoes. So those are coming up pretty good. I've got some, what are those tomatoes called right here? These are the, what are they? Let me come around. Abe Lincoln, that's what they are. So I've got several of those Abe Lincolns and some I just harvested that cabbage yesterday before it could go to seed. This is a Cherokee purple tomato, and I've spread some rabbit manure in here to give them a good jump start. I've got a Jubilee tomato here. It's coming up pretty good. I actually have been having several good results with them. Over here, I've got some black-eyed peas. I'm sorry, not black-eyed peas, berries. Right here, I've got some canes for blackberries and raspberries, and in between those, I put some squash to kind of shade the ground out and keep the ground from being overrun with weeds. And you can see the weeds are trying to take over. It says rattlesnake weeds. They're everywhere, I swear. And I'm constantly pulling them up. But the tubers go underneath the ground, and I pull the roots up when I can too. I've got some Florida 91. I got these from Haas. They take 75 days to mature, and I started them in the greenhouse. I've also got some purple tree collards here, and I'm excited about those. I have some seashells in here to collect rainwater so that the frogs and the lizards and different things, birds, can have a sip when they want it, to encourage the wildlife to come in here and help me control the bug population. Over here, I'm really excited about this. This is my spinach patch, and I've got longevity spinach coming back from last year, but I've also planted a little bit of strawberry spinach. Okay, so if you look right there, that's strawberry spinach right there with the little jagged arrowhead shaped leaf. It looks like something's been gnawing on it, so I'm gonna have to get some neem oil. My fig tree is doing great, and all the cuttings we took off of that were actually made into, I put those in pots so that I can sell them. This is my kale and my cabbage collards, and I've got to come out here and harvest this again because it's going crazy. Let me come around this plant here. I planted some Rutabagas seedlings in here and a couple more tomatoes because, like I said, I got tomatoes coming up my ears right now. And the ones that I'm really excited about are still in the greenhouse. I haven't even been able to plant those yet because they're still a little bit little. But you can see my rutabagas are doing pretty good right here. And I just planted, I put this little piece of fence right here, and I have just planted some Jubilee tomatoes down here at the base of it. And then I put some of Jamie's sawdust around it. And I tied the fence to that metal grate right there, and I think I might make that, mound it up inside of there and make that into a squash bed, or maybe my muskmelons or something like that. And we're going to take these blue drums right here and cut those down into pots. I'm selling some of my angel trumpet on Saturday at the church yard sale, and I'm going to walk around. I hope I don't make y'all sick. I'm also going to sell some of my irises. I've got some white walking iris. I'm not sure what color this one is. I don't think it's yellow. It's not the white walking iris though, I don't think, because it's not dropping the leaves like the white one does. This one might be more of my white and purple iris. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Here's some of my pots and things that I haven't gotten planted yet. My dragon fruit's actually doing pretty good. These are the small ones that I just started last year. I've got a bunch of Mexican petunia. And up here on my shelf, I've got some herbs. I just transplanted this cinnamon basil and this basil because it was about to bust out of the pot it was in. I've got purple heart. A little bit of bouquet dill that I grew from seed, and I'm gonna have to nurse this one back to health because I divvied it up, and I'm afraid it's a little bit in shock because it was in the greenhouse and it got too dry. But it's okay, I'll bring it back. You can hear my guinea fowl in the back, can't you? They're now the neighborhood guinea fowl because they just don't want to stay put anywhere you want to put them. And my kids broke them loose years ago. Here's my pineapple sage. I've taken some cuttings off of it and it's doing pretty good. Oh, there's the mama duck again. I've also got some lemongrass growing, parsley. You can see that's my mixing bucket. I'm about out of dirt. Shoe fly, go on. Let me walk you over here to where I'm going to be actually selling some of this stuff. Here are the irises that I'm going to be selling. And I'm crating up some of my stuff so it's easier to take. I've got some 1-gallon pots of fig cuttings. And look at this fig. I'm so proud of him. He was in a bucket and he was just doing his very best. And look, he's got a little fig on him already. Isn't he cute? I'm so happy for him. He was in that bucket right there, just wanting to live. So I planted him in some dirt and I've got him soaking to soak up some water. Here's some more of the irises. Here are the angel trumpets. And Mama's going to get that one for her birthday tomorrow. Or Sunday when I go see her, rather. And I've got some... oh, that just left my brain. Pansies? Yeah, I think those are pansies. Viola, Brilliant Blooms, Miracle Grow. These were just about dead when I found them. They're annuals, but they do attract a lot of pollinators and stuff. I've also got some Christmas cactus back there I'm going to sell. If I can get my husband to agree to it, I've got some tomatoes I'm going to sell, and there's some more figs here. And another angel trumpet. So I've got all kinds of goodies over here to sell. And this bed over here, I've got my elephant garlic, which I'm not selling that yet because I'm still getting it established. And some cats have been in my bed digging the cardboard out, so I'm going to have to rebury that. And this is my regular size garlic. And then over there I've got leeks and onions and sorrel. So all kinds of good stuff going on. And I've got to reestablish my annual herb garden. I haven't really established it yet. But I may just keep them in pots because when the cold snap hits, I don't like to have to dig them up and all that. I might just keep them in pots. I've got some wild onions here that I dug up at an abandoned farmhouse last week. So I'm going to see if I can't plant those bulbs maybe over here with the rest of the onions. Get me some wild ones growing. And I've got to dig up that Virginia creeper if I can find the end of it. And this other vine, I don't know what that is, but I hate it. I know I'm not supposed to hate anything, but I do hate that vine. It just won't leave. Got to rebury that post. There's always so much to do. And I've got a wild blackberry that's just taking root here in my yarrow, so much work to do. My poor amaryllis is tipping over because it's so top heavy. Come on, baby. Are you broken? I hope you're not broken. You smell so pretty. I might have to put a stick there to help you stand up, hadn't I? Get you a tomato steak or something. You're so pretty. Oh, and there it goes again. I'll have to get him a stick. There's my yellow irises. I think I'm going to dig up a few of those. I've got some out by the pond. I'm going to dig up a few and see if I can sell those on Saturday as well. So if you're interested in seeing me on Saturday and buying some of my plants, or any of the roosters, we're going to be at 1500 Holloway Drive in Quitman, and the church is going to be doing a great big yard sale and all that jazz, so it should be lots of fun. We're going to do an Easter special the Saturday before Easter Sunday as well, and have eggs for the kids and all that jazz. So it should be lots of fun. So if you want to join us, come on and join us. Oh, there's one of my purple ones. One of my purple ones is fixing to bloom. It's going to be so pretty. And I got another one right here, and I don't know what it is, but that's okay. I've got all kinds of pretty stuff growing right here. I got a Japanese fern. It's hiding out way deep down. I may have to... Oh, there he is. He's hiding underneath everything. There you go, buddy. Come on out. There's my Japanese fern, and I have a calla lily. I don't guess it's up yet. I have a Picasso calla lily, and it'll grow up here somewhere. But interestingly enough, all this wood sorrel right here, those little heart-shaped leaves, they're all edible, and they have a delicious lemony flavor, almost like lemon balm. So I've been using that in my salads and stuff, and it's really yummy. I've got a few of my pansies right here, the viola pansies, and there's some pink splash. A couple of my little fairy plants. But yeah, my irises are blooming and everything. And I found this spiderwort and liberated it from the same place where I found the wild onions. An old abandoned place where nobody lives or anything. And there's my lemon balm. I'm going to have to redo my label with my marker. Oh, there's another one of my purple irises just coming up. I've got to weed this bed. It's gone crazy. Gone wild. Native. So I'm going to get over here and weed this bed and liberate my poor aloe that's been taken over by whatever that weed is. So y'all have a blessed week, and hopefully I will see you Saturday. I'm going to even try and root some of these camellias and do some cuttings from them when the guys trim them down for me, so we can do some camellia bushes for our camellia city here in Quitman. All right, you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you later.